On the Central Coast, residents of Chittaway Bay woke up to this nightmare. Tradies renovating a bathroom at one home didn't call off the job. They just changed their mode of transport.
The poor people have got no bathroom, so they can't just sit and wait, so we're down there.
Car after car was in deep water, and there was a medical evacuation by boat. In Sydney's southwest, the water has receded, leaving sticky mud in its place. Around 50,000 homes are still without electricity. North Ryde resident Patrick Burgess says his power's been off since Sunday.
You pay all this money for the power and stuff and can't even have a shower.
200 workers arrived from Queensland, Victoria and South Australia today to help repair the power network. Ausgrid says outages could last into the weekend.
For us to predict an accurate time of when we're going to restore the power is quite difficult because we have to actually cut and get access through big trees, put in new poles, put up new lines and then connect the customers.
The union says job cuts are behind the delay.
People's power prices are skyrocketed and they're now without power for longer because they just do not have the meaning to restore power quickly as they used to.
Some beaches were closed and people warned not to swim due to pollution. Collaroy has seen better days.
I haven't seen this place ever like that since I've been here 30 years.
All along there it was just full of mud.
Stockton Beach north of Newcastle was also carved away. Authorities in Wollongong say the surf is too hazardous for swimming after the body of a 28-year-old man washed up on the beach.
We believe around midnight the person's entered the water what we believe was a late night swim.
People on a houseboat needed a hand after losing its mooring at Lower Portland. They also happened to own a helicopter, which they called in to help out. Further down the Hawkesbury River, much of the area is still flooded, but the locals are taking it in their stride.
There's all water over the majority, probably 95% of our farm. We're just going to put up with it and, have a few days off and get on the drink and drown our sorrows, as they say.
Because once the clean-up begins, there won't be much time to spare. Kathleen, Calderwood, ABC News.
Roads are flooded after torrential rain, but not everyone's heeding well-worn safety messages. The south of the state has been lashed by storms again, rivers rising and creeks bursting.
It's insane.
A car was caught in flash flooding near Nanango, sparking fears someone was missing. Thankfully unfounded, with a man later confirmed safe.
There were so many people trying to cross and it's just not safe and that.
Helena Weaver was out rescuing cattle as the creek came up, flooding the property.
Thousands upon thousands of dollars worth of damage, and then we've got crops wiped out as well. We're about to bale these two paddocks here.
On the Darling Downs, Dalby is facing its second flood in 3 days, with more rain pushing the creek higher. The council has activated its disaster management group. This waterway at Calbar on the scenic rim has been bone dry for years.
You see more people out and about smiling and going on about the rain, which is brilliant.
Finally, the rain is falling in the right place. Dam levels in the southeast were boosted by about 2% overnight. Drought-declared land north of Brisbane is now stunningly green.
From a puddle hole into this beautiful running water, this is glorious.
But it still isn't enough to properly break the dry.
While we have had significant rainfall in the past couple of weeks, particularly through the southern inland areas, the Darling Downs and the Granite Belt area, it's a step in the right direction, but it hasn't quite made up for those multi-year rainfall deficiencies yet.
As the rain fell, 95,000 lightning strikes lit up the sky. Waterlogged suburbs in Brisbane went back under. A huge tree met its limits, felled by the conditions. As if all this rain wasn't enough, tropical cyclone Yusi near New Caledonia is forecast to head closer to the Queensland coast in the coming days, though at this stage it's expected to weaken and stay offshore. At UQ there has been an explosion of cane toads, with more on the way. Emma Pollard, ABC News.